retired hot girl, retired hot girl.
Oh, oh, should be. I don't know where to start. Like, I know I've been gone. I know y'all mad at me. People have been like asking me, girl, like, where you been? Like, what's going on? Oh man, here we go. Like, I don't know. Welcome back to my channel. This is another story time of kind of what's been going on in my life, my love life, because a wretch undone. You heard me? A wretch undone. Ooh, child. So, well, it definitely says retired hot girl. Isn't that cute? Because I'm out of the game. I'm about. You can't mess with me if you ain't got that cash. You want to see some. Prophetess Young Miami said it best. You want to see some ass? Well, baby, I need to see some cash. You understand? I will wiggle it, wiggle it. You gotta spin it, okay? City girls. Black girl magic through and through. Yes, I love me some. I'm just getting all off topic. Anyway, y'all, as you can see by my sweatshirt, it definitely says retired. Hold on. My glasses. As you can see by my sweatshirt, it says retired hot girl, which I am self-proclaimed retired. I ordered this off of a New York-based Black-owned company from Instagram. I will drop their information in the link down below as well, along with Brandi's YouTube channel. And I guess let's get into it. The title of this particular this is gonna be wild. The title of this particular video is called I Belong to the Streets. Cues future music. Where that you all of hey, where that I'm surprised he don't actually have a song called She Belong to the Streets. Like, it's one of the phrases he used, but it hasn't been like an actual song. To my knowledge, it hasn't. Are y'all saying, Avery, are you saying you belong to the streets? Yes and no. Just hold on. Go with me. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. It's a chopper. Anyway. So I'm not necessarily saying I belong to the streets, but I do have some street tendencies or some street, what's the word? Como se dice? Traits. I have some street-like traits. For those of you who do not know, the phrase "she belonged to the streets" is right here. I'm gonna put it here. It actually means someone who is. It was coined by the rapper Future, of course, one of the most toxic guys out there in the game. I don't even want to call him a man. But he's actually like the I would say the godfather, like the father of toxic guys. Like,
you got an AP, she is not mine. You cold. He cold. She belongs to the streets.
I want to say niggas, but I ain't gonna do it because why? We better than that. We better than that. I'm gonna say guys. We better. So yeah, he's definitely the father of toxic guys. And so when people say she belongs to the streets, they get it from him. He's a rapper, a hip-hop rapper who has been known to kind of explore his manhood by having multiple kids by multiple women, just out here sleeping with whomever, or, you know, have the local baddie for a little hot minute, and then, you know, keep on bouncing around. Oh, for those of you who do not know, I do have a sleeve. Well, I'm starting my sleeve, so, you know, I talk with my hands. So if y'all see this, don't be alarmed. I'm gonna let y'all get into it. Like Auntie Tam say. Boom. Okay. So what was I saying? So I realized this about a month ago when I had a conversation with a friend, and I was telling her like how I've been dealing with this guy off and on for a couple months. And y'all, I have talked about him before. He's the older guy, but He's about 10 years older than me, but it's just been mostly me and him kind of dealing with each other and kind of seeing where that goes. It has not went very far. Let me tell you that. It has not went very far. Boom, boom. You understand me? But she was like, Avery, why do you keep dealing with him? And I'm like, I don't know, because he do this and he get on my nerves. He lying to me. I don't know, as far as us being together, like boyfriend, girlfriend, we have like, it was never a spoken thing. But like, as far as I feel like there's just common courtesy and respect to certain things. Like if y'all just chilling, it requires communication. Like let me know something. You can't just be out here lying and saying certain stuff, because I'm not gonna believe you, and I can't have that with someone I don't know who's, are you telling me the truth, or are you just out here telling me whatever I want to hear for the time being? So I had a friend question me. She said, Avery, why are you dealing with him? Like, what is it about him? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't stand him. He do this, he do that, he lying. I never know where he at. Like, I never know if he really meaning what he say, or like if he really in a moment. Like, I don't know. So I had to realize, I was like, I'm so sick of these dudes. Like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, as far as like dating, like I don't want to do it no more. I'm tired of dealing with these guys. Like, just certain kind of guys, and not all of them the same that I have dealt with. I will tell you that. Not all of them are the same, but the ones I have kind of been running into when it comes to just kind of casually having fun with or whatever, or just hanging out and dealing with, they've all kind of been toxic niggas. So hence the word she belonged to the streets. Well, actually he belonged to the streets. So, but we finna get into my belong to the streets. So I was telling her, I was just like, I'm so sick of dealing with him and all of this. But like, on that same token, it's, I keep coming back to it. Like, I stopped in mid-January, and then we picked back up in March, and we've continued all the way through June. Not now, of course, but not too long ago. I ain't always been saved. Yeah. Amen. But it's like, okay, I say I'm sick of him. I say he's toxic. I say he belongs to the streets. But yeah, I'm still out here dealing with him, right? So I was like, I keep saying like I'm tired of these dudes. But like when I realized, I was like, I'm so over the game when it comes to like the back and forth of dealing with guys and whatever. But like also too, there is a part of me, and I hate to say it, there's a part of me that actually likes the game. It's fun. It's the whole back and forth. It's like a chase. It's like a power struggle in a sense. And it was like, I had to realize like, oh girl, that is toxic. Something unhealthy, something not desirable, something not produced to nothing, something that will not contribute to growth, something that will keep you bound and create cycles of negativity, right? My definition of toxic. And I'll actually put the actual Webster definition here, like somewhere here or over here, whatever, when I edit. But I had to realize like that's a part of why I like the game. And with him, it can be fun. And also there's this phrase called digmatized or dick whipped, when the sex is like so good and you can't seem to separate yourself, or you seem to forgive and let things kind of slide. When the dick is so good, and y'all, when I tell y'all, the dick was it worth it? No, but was it good? Honey, good is an understatement. You understand me? But I'm sorry, mama or family, whoever's watching. But it was a part of me who was stigmatized. But when I sat back after the sex, after the head, after us, big chilling, there would just still be moments of like, even when we were just hanging out, and it would just be like full of friction, and it was just like toxic traits, like when things weren't getting done to my liking or vice versa. Like there would be a bunch of yelling, cussing, fussing, me calling him out his name. He supposed to be here by a certain time. I'm blowing up his phone 20, 30, 40 times, if we being honest. Like, we've all been there. Pull up drive-bys, we've all done it. Am I proud? No, but I'm sharing this to let you know, since you might belong to the streets, or you might have some traits that belong to the streets. We always talking about toxic masculinity in these niggas, but when it comes to self-accountability, and it's like, why do I continue to deal with this over and over, and it becomes a cycle, whether it's the same person or different people but same traits, you have to own up to your part in it. And it's like, in all honesty, I could have said like, oh no, it's him, and I told him he belongs to the streets, I don't care. I had got to the point, like, yes, we were having sex and we was enjoying each other in that moment, but like, when it all honesty came down to it, I really don't like him. Like, he cool to kick it with, but like, if somebody be like, oh, what are y'all doing? Or like, do you really like him? Or could y'all see yourself together? Like, nah. One, he got too much going on. He, like I said, is 10 years older. So he have his own life. He has a couple of kids. Not one, not two. I'm not gonna go into that. But he has kids, and some are very much older. And he's playing that whole dad role, and he's playing that, you know, family man kind of. He's not married or engaged or even like with someone like that. But I mean, he's been in that role, and me, that's somewhere I'm trying to get. I'm trying to, or not trying, I want to be a wife, and I want to be a mother within the next couple years. Fingers crossed, and if not, hey. But I think we were just in two different places, and I'm wanting to grow more in my career. And he wanted to do more of the entrepreneur thing and kind of like trying to figure himself out still. And I'm like, dude, you almost 40. Like, what you, not saying life is not about like not having to figure it out, but I need some kind of consistency. So like this setup couldn't even work. And like, I knew all of this. I still know all of this. And then I would go back and we would still be laying up with each other, or we'll still be, you know, conversing and laughing with each other. And then we would get into it and calling each other out each other's names and raising our voices. And that's not me by no means. Like, I'm not one for drama. I'm not one for all that. But you know, you can get away. You can get away with certain things with certain people. And he was kind of one of those, like on both ends. Like, I could do certain things as far as behaviors, and I know I can get away with it. And vice versa. He did certain things and he knew he can get away with it with me. This Negro had the audacity a couple times to ask me for money, y'all. Almost 40, asking me for money. What? I'm saying me and my homegirl. Like, how dare you fix your lips? To even ask that. Like, you're supposed to be a grown man, supposed to be handling your business, supposed to be out here being a father figure and all of this. Not to me, but being a father and all of this and a provider. And you don't even have gas money sometimes. And we not together. So like, I would gladly be able to be like, here babe, here, you know, whatever's mine is yours. But that's not the case because we not together. And the fact you feel that comfortable and vice versa, I feel that comfortable with you being able to like bring that up or just exhibit certain behaviors as far as like yelling and you know, being conniving or being, I know if I do this I'm gonna get this, you know, pushing certain buttons. If I do this I'm gonna get this reaction out of him, or if I pull up on him this is gonna happen. But you know what, when it came to actually even solving the problems, that never really happened, because he would come over and it would be a couple days in between or a week in between our arguments or something, whether it was through text or in person, and nothing got solved. We just end up back where we started again, just with sex. And like I said, the sex was good, like a can of Campbell's. You're good. But ain't enough sex in the world for me to still feel like I'm talking to the wall, for me to feel like I'm not grown with you, for me to feel like I'm just putting up with whatever, because I'm putting myself in that situation, not him. He gonna let whatever slide because that's what he is. And we teach people how to treat us. So in that sense, I have let so much stuff slide in the past with different things that he think it's okay. And of course, a certain part of me thinks it's okay because I'm letting them do it. And like, I got so tired and I was like blue in the face of saying certain things. Hey, can this happen? Hey, I need you to do this. Just certain things, and it still went undone. So I was like, there's a part of me that likes this toxic behavior, like a toxic trait.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. When you go to bed at night, you lay there and you take responsibility for yourself, because nobody's going to take responsibility for you.
So friends, if you can relate to any of this video, holla at your girl. Let me know what has been your experience when it came to actually breaking this toxic cycle, because I have not been one to be known for toxic relationships by no means. I think I was involved with a guy in college, and it was kind of toxic. Not kind of, it was toxic, but that was my only other time. And I've had a healthy relationship, maybe even two, well, 1.5, whole nother story. But so I know what it is to be treated correctly and how to love correctly and what that looks like in the environment that it dwells in and it grows in. But in this particular environment, sis, if you got, you know what, I seen this quote, it really sat with my spirit. It said, if you have to repeat yourself, oh no, it's not even that. It said, you should not have to repeat yourself after the first time because you shouldn't have to repeat yourself because he heard you the first time. I'm gonna say it one more time. You should not have to repeat yourself with anybody, especially someone you call your friend, your lover, unless they really don't understand. Like, huh? You shouldn't really have to repeat yourself because they heard you the first time. And now they're just choosing to ignore you. And I think that was a big part of my toxic traits when it came to him, because I mean, I necessarily didn't put my hands on him, but verbal abuse, oh, he was all kind of MFers, he was all kind of B's and A's. Like I said, I ain't been saved all my life, you know, and I'm still trying to figure this out. So, long story short, you know, it's non-existent. There's no more of that. And I think with me being able to identify it and sit back and not, you know, with that not being right in my soul and my spirit and not what I want to emulate within my household and for my future kids to see, I know like, oh, that's a cycle I need to break not even a cycle, that's something I need to break automatically. Like, cut off at the root, because if not, it's just gonna keep growing. And sis, we ain't got time. I already got my own personal problems that I have to deal with. So for me to even bring that in and go to that street life, I ain't gotta do it. But I mean, it is some fun parts of it. But at the end of the day, if you say you wanna grow, you wanna be in a healthy, God-driven relationship, is something I always say. That, what I just explained, is not it. Don't be like me, be better than me. All right, guys, thank you for sitting with me through my shenanigans. I belong to the streets. Wait, how do the kids do it? Shake it out, West. Whatever. Like Bryson Tiller say, I'm back and I'm better. I want you better as ever. Don't let me get louder. Don't you need that better? Maybe it's whatever. Anyway. What's wrong with these niggas? I'm so sick of this. I swear to God. Who raised y'all? Who raised y'all? Because honestly,
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?